First, we want to talk about what may be the first of its kind case anywhere. A Texas judge has granted a mother's request to have sperm harvested from her dead son's body. The 21-year-old was killed during an assault, and his mother says it's a way for her child to live on. We'll speak exclusively with the mom in a moment. But first, the details on the story from NBC's Janet Shamlian.
A life cut short. Nicholas Evans was just 21 when he died this week after being violently attacked outside a bar. It was a parent's worst nightmare turned reality for his mother, Missy. The Texas woman made the decision to donate her son's organs so others could live. But there was something she wanted too.
I just thought about how much I loved my son and how much I loved raising him and how sad I was that he wasn't going to be here anymore. And if I could find a way to have a grandbaby, that it might make my heart heal a little.
Hoping to use a surrogate mom to give birth to her biological grandchild, Evans petitioned a judge to have sperm harvested from her dead son's body. The order granted, the medical examiner's office stored Nicholas's body until the sperm was collected by an Austin urologist last night.
I want to do the woman a service, and technically it'll be fairly simple.
Less simple will be the legality of it all. Experts say there are few precedents for a case such as this.
If you allow this, think of all the other possible circumstances that could come up with regard to procreation. And if this mother can do this, you know, I mean, anything's possible then. And I'm not sure we want to go there.
No arrests have been made in the assault that led to Nicholas's death.
They devastated my family, whoever did this. We'll never be the same.
And it's unclear if Nicholas's sperm can be viably harvested so many hours after his death. Time is of the essence. But his grieving mother is holding out hope that in losing her child, she could still have grandchildren. For today, Janet Shamlian, NBC News, Houston.
Nicholas's mother, Marissa Evans, is with us exclusively, along with her attorney, Mark Mueller. Good morning to both of you, and Mrs. Evans, my condolences to you.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning. Tell me a little bit about Nicholas. I know he loved sports, he loved to write, he wanted to be a filmmaker. What else can you tell me?
He did. He was compassionate. He loved to help me with animal rescue. Liked to write comedy skits. He was very deep, very artsy, very, actually kind of an old soul, very worldly, loved to talk about politics with his friends and get into heated discussions about that. And
I know he loved kids too.
Most of all,
he talked about having kids. I think he'd even picked out the names for the children he would have. So, which leads me to your decision. How difficult a decision was it for you to take this step and ask that his sperm be harvested?
It really wasn't difficult. It was something that he talked about since he was a little boy, and I always dreamed about watching my children have grandchildren, you know, have children of their own, and so it wasn't difficult for me to make that decision. What was difficult is actually losing my son, and not being able to see him graduate from college and get married and have grandchildren, or, you know, children the way other people have children. So the whole process has been horrific, but this has actually kind of given me a little bit of a bright light at the end of this devastating experience.
As you know, though, there are some people who have raised an eyebrow about this and are not quite so sure, because although Nicholas said he wanted to have children and talked about it a lot, there are people who question whether he would have wanted to have a child in this way, that he couldn't be around to be a father to. So does the ethical part of it worry you at all?
I've had thoughts about it, and of course my son wouldn't want to have, I mean, his first choice would not be to have children like this. I mean, he would want to raise his children, but the bottom line is he can't. Someone took that opportunity away from him, and now I feel like, as the mother to a son that I knew so well, I feel like he would have wanted me to do this. He would have wanted me to I was able to donate his organs to help other people live. He would believe in this and want me to help him live on as well. And he knows that it would help our family and it would help to heal my heart somewhat.
Mr. Mueller, let me bring you in here. The court obviously agreed with this. Apparently the sperm has been harvested. Was there ever any interested party, I guess to use a legal term, that expressed any objection to this?
I haven't heard anything. So it was just a matter of trying to find a legal avenue to support the son's and the mother's wishes.
And was there clearly was no legal precedent for it, so was this fairly open and shut once you took those steps?
Well, there wasn't anybody that objected to it, and it was, I think it was a fairly straightforward procedure. It was a matter of providing some legal justification for the physicians to go forward without concern that they would be getting into some deep water. So it's really just clearing the way. It's not that complicated. It doesn't need to be brought into some other scenario. It's straightforward what the son would have wanted, as far as we know, and what the mom wanted. So.
And Mrs. Evans, I just have a few seconds left, but if the sperm proves to be viable, is this something you intend to pursue sooner than later?
Yes, definitely.
Well, again, my condolences to you, most importantly for the loss of your son, and I appreciate you speaking to us this morning.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Mueller, I thank you as well.
Thank you.